Yeah, but at the start Hello, 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 everybody. We are starting early, a whole minute early. Can you believe it? This is just not a thing seen on my channel ever, so don't get used to it. We are here once again with Arydia, the Paths We Dare Tread. If you missed last episode, the stream title today kind of says it all. We defeated the Kero, and I want to address it real quick. The start of the fight did, or not, the end of the fight did in fact feature what you would call a cheat, and that's okay. To explain, in the final moments of the fight, it was basically do or die time, um, and I rolled a natural one on an attack that I needed to not roll a natural one on. And my reasoning, at the time I just kept going with it, but it kind of stuck with me and bothered me, and eventually, just like a minute or two later, I've been hemming and hawing, and I decided to just go back and re-roll that check. And the reason for that, I did explain in the episode. So first of all, I'm okay with some cheating if it makes the game more fun. It's a cooperative game. I try not to overdo it, especially here on stream, but if if I'm just not having fun, I don't really want to continue with what's causing me to not have fun. So in this particular scenario, rolling a one may have been interesting and was probably amusing for you as the viewer. It was amusing to me at the time. Um, but it wasn't like long-term fun. Basically, it would have meant that I would have lost the fight, which is okay. You lose fights sometimes, but I would have lost the fight and then had to go through the whole dying and going and talking to death thing again, and hey, maybe I would have been better off because I would have gotten the boons, but I don't really want to do that, you know? So, I opted for a different path. I went and re-rolled and did not roll a 1 again. I rolled much higher. Thank you, Zertle. But I feel it's worth addressing. I could have run with it, and I would have lost the fight. I would have gone and done the death thing, and then I would have had to replay this fight at some point, and I would have been less motivated to actually seek this encounter out, I think. So I don't know. I think I made the right call. You are, as always, free to disagree. It doesn't really matter. It's what happened. So we are here now. We defeated the Kero. Kero? Kero? Don't know how to pronounce it. And I do have a rule for going forward, because every time I've critically fumbled an attack roll, it's just kind of felt miserable. Um, I'm doing a house rule here, uh, where weapons in combat don't critical fumble. And the reason is AI can't critical fumble, like they can't miss. Unless they have no attack at all, they can't miss. So to me, it feels a little more balanced to say that I also can't miss, but, a 1 is going to do basically 0 damage. It's going to do the minimum damage. And I felt that that was a fair compromise. So that's where we are at right now. Then we went to Eastgate, and we rested. So we took a day, flipped the next day card, we got all of our skills back and everything, and I think I am missing some cubes. Oh, maybe it's from the quiver. But I'm noticing that I'm not... If I get any RP points, I'm not going to have enough for everybody. I've been noticing that. There's not enough resource cubes for each path if you're doing a two-player game. Because if you're doing a two-player game and you're a pack rat like me who keeps all their potions in knapsacks, so sue me. Anyways, we're going to enter Eastgate. So now we can actually go to the city. That's why we came over here. We can go into the city now by exploring Big 62, Eastgate entrance. Behind thick stone walls lies the city of Eastgate. It bustles with life and activity. Your many adventures in the wild have ill prepared you for such a din. Signs and shops stand alongside guards, wagons, foot traffic, and an abundance of smells. Not all pleasant. I would argue that probably very few of them are pleasant in such a place. The first time you visit, NPC 13 changes to their B state. I believe that was the little child who was sat outside of the gate for a while. Yes, Briar the Prim. There we go. And she'll probably be like, oh, they let anyone in. Gross. And I'll say, joke's on you. I don't have a comeback. I'll say, joke's on you, and then awkwardly walk away. Also, add job 42 to the job deck. 42. Is it like hunt a bigger Kero? We won't find out until I have the option to take a new job, which I can't do for a long time because I went the wrong way. You heard it here first. That's on me. Oh, this town is big. Okay. So we're like, oh, look at us. We're here in town. We are overwhelmed. Let's go talk to NPC 13, the little sniffling child. Oh, there's also an event token. Which means we can't go explore anything until we do the event. Pretty sure we can talk to the child, though. Briar the Prim, who's a halfling girl. She's prissy and she has an obnoxious laugh. There you go. Well, exiles. I'm surprised they're letting you across the drawbridge. My daddy says they're making a mistake letting people like you in, and it's downright dangerous if the rumors are true. Yeah, what's up with the drawbridge? Why did they let it down? Well, my dad is a guard, and he says exiles is as useful as a pucker with a scholar's tome. He says Eastgate City is better out without riffraff. If a Slin is in the party, draw key 159, and not this time, buddy. I'm trying to remember. I feel like most of the cards that are character specific have basically a backtracking system where if you are asked to draw a card, it says if you don't have such and such yet, get it now and read that one first, etc. And that's important because you can add and remove characters mid campaign as much as you want. I assume as long as you're not mid combat. So, yeah. Well, we could add a Slin to the party. We could replace Zertal and Rix. I just don't really want to replace Zertal and Rix. I'm rather attached to them. Okay, so what rumors, annoying child? Says Rix. I've heard there's monster called the Kero near the grasslands. My dad could kill it, though. I hope that's obnoxious enough for y'all. Oh, speaking of the Kero, It's probably dead. That's why I'm now Rick's Carol's Bane, the trickster wayfarer. Scurvy Pete said his brother saw it flying. Pete's brother was out in the grasslands getting mushrooms from Fern Valley. Pete told me his brother got so scared he left a whole basket of morels, and his mum was furious. He's not brave like his dad. So you have a brave like dad. Okay, I was gonna say you have a thing for Pete's dad. That was weird, but no, like your dad. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say your dad's not that brave, but we'll get there. Uh, Zertle gets an RP point. Oh no, Zertle has no cubes left. I'm gonna start using these hard armor tokens as RP cubes, because why not? I do notice she's saying Fern Valley. There's a lost basket of mushrooms, but I've been there and there's no basket of mushrooms. So I don't know what that's all about. Let's stop talking to this child. Let's go do the event. Dun-dun. This is event 150. And we'll kind of divvy up the RP points. So we'll have Zertle do the talking this time, and Rix will get the RP points. They were both running on empty. Hushed voices. Walking down the alley, you hear two voices talking in hushed tones coming your way. I don't want anything to happen to her. She hasn't done anything. She doesn't respect me and refuses to pay her dues, so she needs to be removed. Stepping out from around the corner, a man with bright green hair stops and turns to his partner, still obscured by the corner of the building. Green hair says, Listen, he says in a high voice. With your fountain and our location, Rupet can't compete. She won't last long. So confident, are we? I disagree. She's got spirit, and I want to crush her for it. The green-haired man turns and stalks off. You don't see who the other voice belongs to. Interesting. Gain 1 experience, key item 106, and then banish this card. I was going to say, a whole 1 experience, but you know what? 1 experience for basically nothing is good. That's good. We count those. We count those. Key item 106. Which is collusion. You've overheard 2 people talking in the alleys of Eastgate, one with a deep voice and one with a high voice and green hair. They were talking about a plan against someone named Rubette. This card has 2 trigger texts. If you find either one, you may draw the corresponding event. So we can look for either I'm Rubette the owner or a shock of green hair. That'll be fine. Let's go to small 75. I hope we find somebody with a deep voice first. That'll be the ultimate justice. I don't know for what, but something. House o' habiliments. Beautiful clothes of all makes and colors line the walls and racks of this establishment. A bored-looking clerk is standing behind a desk reading a book. Oh, look, this person has green hair. Well, that was quick. So there's an NPC and a point of interest in this building. Let's do POI 117 first. Clothing department. You're standing in the house of habiliments. Before you are racks of clothes, some cheaper, some more stylish. A sign says, Ask for help. The clerk here is reading a tome and tapping softly on the desk with a quill. Alright, let's look at the clothes. The clothes are mostly finely made. They look neat, fitting, and fairly expensive. You're so used to battle gear that these clothes look odd to you. How about the clerk? As you watch, the clerk sets quill to parchment, scratching out small verses and chuckling to himself as he writes. Alright, let's ask for help. The clerk comes over, takes your measurements, and heads to the back room. Emerging a few moments later, they show you some dress clothes in your size. They tell you the price is 10K. Don't buy. Very well. Come back if you change your mind. I would love to. Alright, we need 10K at the clothes shop. Fair enough. Well, let's talk to NPC 175. Hey. Hey, you. Why don't you just grow up? It's Yanni, a slim man. His demeanor is jolly. He chuckles and he tugs his braid. A stout Slin in fine clothes is here. His long hair is woven into an intricate braid. His deep green eyes seem to be laughing at something. Welcome to the finest house of habiliments in not only Eastgate, but in the entire basin itself. Sigh and look out the window. Have you ever been in love? It's folly and grandeur all at once. Okay, what are habiliments? To be sure, the clothing here is more than a garb, it's exclamation. Look at me, I am regal, I am with it. We make you look your best. Ha ha. Alright, who are we trying to set you up with? In love, you daydream of all the wonderful things that may happen. How shall take you away from your dull life. But I'm stuck here at work, while other cads are wooing my Bilma. You're who now? Bilma's made a fortune as a fierce businesswoman and proprietor. When Bilma and I marry, she'll take care of everything, and I can finally take it easy. Ooh. Ooh. But I need a little help to woo her. Okay. What do you need? Excellent! Take this poem I wrote and read it out to her in your best voice. Ha ha ha! If Bilma likes what she hears, she might choose me to marry. Hee hee! Blech. uh, Rick's gets an RP point, yay! And we get key item 115. I'm nervous about what that's gonna be. 115, you say? Okay, let's do this. Yanni's haiku. Yanni has asked you to find his beloved Bilma and read out this poem to her in order to win her hand in marriage. This is an offer of love, it says in, like, mechanics text. Hearts yearning for warmth, eyes locked and hands intertwined, a dwelling of love. Hold on. Hearts yearning for warmth, that's good. So, is this a 575? Eyes locked and hands, 4 intertwined. Yep. A dwelling of love. Got it. So this is an offer of love we have to present to Bilma, whoever that is. And if she accepts the offer, we get to read an event card. So there's that. So there's that. I don't know. Oh, right. I don't actually have to keep the driftwood crown, like, in my inventory. It just works. Sorry, I'm looking through my key items here, trying to see if I've missed anything that is important. Okay. Let's go to small 74 and see what's going on. The three G's. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Got it. Shelves are piled high with goods of every kind. From mops to maces, teas to tapestries, there really is a great variety. A brightly dressed green-haired man is bustling about helping customers. Okay, well, this time they made it very explicit that there's a man with green hair, so this is probably where we do the event. There's a mana fountain here. We can spend a K to just full healer mana, which I've been wanting this entire time. I'm gonna have to note this down. POI 100 we're gonna do first. Alright, I wrote it in all caps so I would not miss this note. POI 100, yes. Jin's Market. The buzz of the lively shop fills your ears as the green-haired shopkeeper flits to and fro, marketing his wares and making deals. Shop actions. Ooh, whoa. So we can haggle and we can shop. Before buying something, you may spend 1 role-playing point and roll to see the discount. If you choose to buy the item, apply the discount. The discount resets after each purchase. Okay, so we can get... Oh, I need to put this here. We can spend our P and make a charisma check to potentially discount goods. And then, in addition, there's a 12k spyglass that, even with a hefty discount, I could not afford. I have 6 to my name. For finding things while traveling. I wonder what that means. That's probably very important. There's a vendor where I can sell stuff, and there's an armor who has 2 iron tier pathless items. Oh, goody. I mean, it is good. I don't want to complain, but I don't have room on my table for this. Oh man, 2 top tier items. Oh, why do they keep giving me stuff? All right. Once again, I'm gonna aim for single tile things because I think we have all of the 2 tile stuff that we want. I would love to buy a battle axe for Rix. That gives me a iron tier melee weapon that is endurance based. Don't know if that's gonna happen though. All right. So we have a 3 defense, 2 durability left-hand glove, and a 3 defense, 2 durability left-hand shoulder piece, both for sale for 10k a piece, which is more expensive than the Rivertown market for iron armor or iron items. So now we know that there is not a constant price for these things. That's great. Do we have items to sell, is the main question. Yes and no. Yes and no. What is this? Some old boots. But I want to... Yeah, I don't think I do have anything I actually want to sell. I'm not selling Faux Splitter. It's never going to happen. So I think we don't do this. But if I rolled a -3, I could buy something for 7, which I still can't afford. Okay. Alright. Let's go talk to NPC 167. We're gonna have Rix do the talking, because that'll be more fun here, I think. Jin the proprietor is a human man. He's theatric. He makes grand gestures and he always smiles. The man is outrageously dressed. Brightly colored shoes, a lavender waistcoat. Don't know what that means. And mismatched gloves. He grins at you from behind a shock of green hair. We could draw an event card to talk about the collusion right now. Or proceed on our way, but let's first talk to the guy. Good morrow to ye, exiled. Throw arms wide. Welcome to the 3Gs. I'm Jin. If you're looking to shop, just say the word. Okay, exiled. I can tell by the cut of your jib and the manner of your dress that you hail from parts hither and yon. Fear not, all are welcome at the 3Gs. Okay, what is the 3Gs? Quite right. Known previously and colloquially as Jin's Glorious Goods, we had to change our name due to investor preference. Who's the investor? I'll admit that I was in a spot of trouble a little while back due to my outstanding debt. That's debt that I haven't paid back, not debt that was great. I do so love the kart racing. But that's all behind me now. Just like all the carts were. Onward and upward. RP point for Zertle. And this is your shop? Yes, indeed. Browse, wander. Just let me know if I can do anything for you. Oh, if you're feeling low on mana, please visit our new mana fountain. I would love to, but we just topped off. Alright, Jin the proprietor. You win this time. Okay. 167 is going back in because we've finished talking to this. Wait, no, we haven't finished talking to this person. Hold on. We need to draw event 148. Jacques! Jin's plea. Jin rubs his eyes, then tilts his head to look at you. So, you heard me talking with my leader, Crunny. My lender, Crunny. We don't exactly see eye to eye. Crunny's a bit more ruthless than I am, even if we have similar ambitions. He thinks for a second, then seems to come to a conclusion. All right, here's the deal. You're an exile who needs skills to get home. I'm a businessman who wants to get out from under the thumb of a tyrant. I'm in. But you haven't heard my... we're in. Perhaps our goals could... but I have a whole speech. Could I just... Could I do the thing? Oh, fine, says Rex. Perhaps our goals could align. What if you help me get rid of Crunny, and I'll give you my squill to make it worth your while? I've known for a while Crunny's not on the level. I just need to get some leverage on him so that I can pry his grasp off me. Here's the plan. What? Speak up. Crunny spends most of his time upstairs at the Dainty Dwarf. If you were to spy on him... There's an upstairs? Must be in a different place. If you were to spy on him, maybe give him a little wine. See if you learn anything. If you do, just come back and tell me. I don't think I have wine. Okay. So, we gain an experience. And we're going to be banishing this card, but there's some state changes that need to happen. NPC 164 goes to the B state, and so does NPC 167. Perfect, they're right next to each other. Right, 164, 167. Okay, and okay. Okay. So do you have wine that I can just take? Grinning at you from behind a shock of green hair, he pretends not to know you. Says this is Jin the proprietor again. Good morrow to ye, exile. Welcome to the 3 Gs. I'm Jin. If you're looking to shop, just say the word. Any luck with Crunny? Not yet. He's a perfidious businessman. I'm ashamed to be under his influence. I long for the day of freedom. Please help me escape his grasp. We're working on it. We're working. Okay. We need to continue moving. We do not currently need my travel deck, so I'm going to make some space on the table. This is going to be a role-playing night. I can already tell. Let's go to medium 62 first. We find ourselves in Cheapside. Walking through a high archway in the city walls, you hold your hand to your nose. Right, I didn't miss the way to go up, right? No. This part of Eastgate has a certain unsavory quality to it. The thatched roof houses and rough mode of dress denote the underbelly of the city. To the west, there appears to be some sort of saloon. Okay. Let's go talk to NPC 174. I feel like I've seen a person who looks like this before. This is Claw, the human man. His demeanor is listless. His actions are deep sigh, and he's got very bushy eyebrows. A wrinkled, bent old man is before you, his gray hair whipped up into an epic wave. Oh, it's all for naught. It's all for naught if Bilmo won't have me. I'm in a terrible predicament. Please, I see by your pin you're in exile. Won't you help me for a squill? Who is this Bilma person? My childhood friend Bilma is seeking suitors. I've never told her how I feel, but if I don't now, she'll never know. Okay. And what do you need? Predicament. I've no one to send as my envoy, as is the custom, so how can I woo the object of my affection? Couldn't you help me? I have no coins, but I do have a squill, if that's some motivation. I suppose. Yes, I do have a... Oh dear! I seem to have misplaced my squill, but surely you'll help me anyway? Help an old, tired man in love. Wait, hold on. You're an old man and this is your childhood friend. Something tells me this isn't correct. Fine, we'll help you, if only to unravel this mystery. Thank you, shakes hands. Deliver this to Bilma and read it aloud for her. He forces the letter into your hand. Read it first, so you get the cadence proper when you recite it. Gain key item 114. Uh-huh. Key item 114. How many different things are we going to have in this love connection? Clar's sonnet. Clar has asked you to deliver his poem to Bilma. This is an offer of love. Beyond the furthest star, my heart has leapt to sky, no distance is too far. Twixt moonlight you and I, dancing in the dark, in truth until we die. Your laugh is gone, I hark, quiet but for your voice. Defiant streams do arc. Behold, this is my choice. When silent memories mar, until at last rejoice. Go forth and dauntless spar, your love has left its scar. Yeah. Okay. Great. So hold on. To the west was the saloon, I think. So let's go to small 76 first. It's not even like it's a bad poem, just, you know. I don't really want to get in the middle of this whole thing. Ramshackle hovel. This rundown house is a large garage that currently houses a small red cart. Wrenches, tools, and cart parts lie all over the house. Oh, this is the guy who almost hit us. Sup, dude? 179? You don't mind if we... Wait, hold on. Can I intimidate him? I, shoot arrows over his shoulders and say, whoops, I almost hit you. Maybe you should get out of the way of my arrows. I think Rix is absolutely that petty, yeah. This is Drexton, the human man. He's focused, he uses his wrench, and has spiked hair. A young man is on his back underneath a small red cart, working on the wheels. Without looking up at you, he begins ranting. Aw, did you bring the grease? I've just about got her repaired. I can't believe that lump-headed exile got in my way and caused the accidents. Grease? He shifts his head so that he can see you from his position under the cart, and his face blanches. What do you think you're doing in my shop? His hand slips, and the cart shifts with a thud, pinching his fingers. He lets out a horrible yell. Oh! Flip him to his B state. Oh, wow, that was quick. Oh, great. After wrecking my cart, why'd you do that? Look at my hand. I think it's broken. Stars above, what am I going to do? That's my good karting hand. How am I ever going to enter the race now? Uh, Karting hand? Are you serious? Yes, I need that hand for driving the cart. Oh man, this is bad. I'm a kart racer. There's a big race today, and I really have to win. I'm gonna regret asking this, but race? Oh, you're out of the loop, obviously. The Keepwick Sprint is coming up. And what is that? Oh, sure, it's an all-out kart race from Eastgate to Keepwick. But now I can't drive with this broken hand. Listen, how do you feel about high speeds? What if you drive for me? I'll give you my squill. One of us is good at high speeds. The other can talk a good game. Sure. What's the worst that happens? Yes, draw event 181. Excellent, let's get racing. Event 181. Oh, I'm going to regret this. Okay. Training day. Juxton's eyes light up. Trust me, once you get a taste for it, you'll never go back. First, we need to get you up to speed. It's the eye of the tiger. I don't know most of that song. Oh wait, I should have started from like the notes at the beginning because that's the part I actually know. Alright, montage over. You spend the rest of the day practicing, driving the cart through the streets with Drexton. Okay, you're a natural, kid. This might just work, kid. Kid? Surely we're the same. Hold on. Surely we're the same age. This might just work. Now, I can set the cart up to help you either improve the speed or agility. Uh, is this going to be one of those things where if you do the speed, then you have to you need less dexterity to win, but if you do the agility, then you need less strength to win? No, maybe it's the inverse. Let's increase the speed, because we have high dexterity. I'm hoping dexterity will handle the agility part of it. Oh, well, this is going to be... Oh. Okay. What? This is a whole thing. This is a whole thing we're getting ourselves into. So we have this cart. And, I'll put it here first. We get to improve the various attributes of this cart. Okay. Get 4 armor cubes, place the cubes on cart speed and cart agility any way you choose. During the race, for every charisma cube, you can spend 1 cart speed to reroll a charisma check. You can spend 1 cart agility to reroll a dexterity check. On the cart damage track, it has 4 boxes. Charisma and dexterity? Do we get to have both people drive? Because we have good charisma and good dexterity, but if it's one person, that's not going to end well for anyone. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to act as though only one person gets to drive, so I'm going to get Zertle to drive because he does better with crits than anyone else if he actually rolls them. And then I'm going to put mostly Kart's speed because he has the lowest charisma. So 3 charisma, 1 dexterity. And we'll see what happens. My armor cubes are currently a mess. So that's going to be our setup. Or we could do balanced, but I think this is probably better. And then event 182. Let's do this. I don't have super high hopes, but here we are. Oh, this is okay. Hold on. A whole thing is about to happen. A whole thing is about to happen. Okay. We have our cart. Ooh, very, very hard to see right now with the white balancing. Yikes. Anyways, starting line. You arrive at the race just as the sun sets. Carts of all shapes and sizes line up, sporting custom wheels and lowered swing arms. Your blood begins pumping as Drexen leans over and says, "It's time to show these pretenders what real racing looks like." Place a cart token on the city of Eastgate. So this is our cart. Along with the other drivers, you mount your carts. All of you are crouched at the starting line like a pack of wolves ready to pounce. The flag begins to wave. The race begins. You try to nimbly avoid all the other carts in the chaos of the start. Cart agility, make a dexterity 17 check. That's going to be Zertle. He passes with flying colors. Success. Place cart token on Exiles Road, hex B1. I hope it's not going to be like a you get lost sort of situation eventually. Oh no, but you can get left behind if you fail the checks I'm seeing. I'll just show that off real quick. You can get left behind on hex A1 if you fail that first check. You deftly maneuver, making the first turn just like Drexton taught you. Outside, inside, outside. The wind rushes by you as you speed off, grinning like a maniac. After resolving success or failure, draw event 183. This is one of those things, by the way. This is one of those things that I really appreciate about the design of this game is the states and the different types of cards really come together well in a situation like this to give you a unique experience without just reading through a giant book. These are individual cards that let you do different things. Anyways, open road. Hurtling over the dirt roads, the wind rushes in your ears. You grip the reins white-knuckled. Everything else around you is a blur. The road and the cart are all that you know. If you're on Exile's Road, hex B1. Cart speed, check. Charisma 16. We're going to have Rix do this one. That is adjusted 25. Because Rix has 8 charisma. But hey, 17 also just beats 16, so easy peasy. Success, place cart on Raggle Junction, hex D2. Oh. Oh, really? Jeez. It's a big leap. If you fail, you go to Fields of Lear. Wait. Wait. Hold on. Hex C2. Oh, here. Okay. All right. I thought for a second that that was the much further out location. It's fine. I'm just going a little bit crazy. I don't remember what's there. I'm sure I've already cleared it though. I hope. Success. You push the cart to its limits, drifting around the corner. You skim past a bald, muscle-bound man in a black cart and take off flying down the straightaway in a burst of speed. After resolving success or failure, draw event 184. I'm seeing a pattern. Southern stretch. This is it. You're headed south toward Keepwick Town. You lean forward in the cart, yelling. The pink cart ahead of you lurches toward a sharp turn. If you're on Raggle Junction, cart speed check, dexterity 20. Oh, whew. We're going to do Zertle, and it's going to be difficult. That is an 18 plus 8, 26. We succeed. Success! Place your cart on Keepwick outskirts. Here we are. You cut hard outside, then come inside, slipping past the pink cart as she goes wide past the apex of the turn. You speed away down the road in a cloud of dust. At resolve in success or fail, draw event 185. Finish line. You come hurtling toward the finish line. The leader in the yellow cart is just ahead of you. The dwarf looks back at you, beard flapping in the wind. He clenches his jaw and makes one last effort. If you're on Keepwick outskirts, make a cart speed check, charisma 16. That'll be Rick's. That is a 3, which would put me at 11. So we're going to use one of our cart speed cubes to reroll the die. That's a 6, which would put us at 14. I'm going to reroll the die. That is a 16, which is at least 16. If my math is right. So we succeed. Success. Gain dossier T24. Ooh, new title. New title, who dis? I think Zertle's been needing a new title for a while. I was not done in this town, and I just realized that I am now not in this town any longer. That's fun. Alright, so we got The Swift as their title. Zertle the Swift. The wheels whine as you hum down the final straightaway. You lock eyes with the yellow cart driver, then speed past him across the line. After resolving success or fail, place cart and party tokens on Keepwick Town. And then draw event 186. You did it! You finished the race! Drexton escorts you to a stack of crates acting as the podium. He hangs a wooden squill around your neck on a strap of ribbon, and the small crowd cheers. After the celebrations, Drexton hands you a small bag of K. Your split of the winnings. Good job, kid. Gain 5 experience. Will do. Hold on. We needed 36 level up. We have 31. Not bad. And 8k, but subtract 1k from that for every wound on the card damage track, which is none. So we get the full 8k. Which puts us at 14. That's enough to go buy that spyglass. I would love to go buy that spyglass. Can I would like to buy the spyglass, please. All right. A moment later, someone yells, "It's the city guards! Everyone scatter!" The crowd erupts into chaos. Carts and people speed in all directions. Drexton waves to you. "What a rush! Thanks again!" With that, he speeds away on his red cart. In all the commotion, you sneak down an alleyway and wait until daybreak. Oh. Alright, put the cart away, I guess. We got a squill. I assume we could just get rid of all these event cards, but it doesn't actually tell me what to do with them. Small 76 goes to its A state. Okay. And we get to rest, which doesn't matter because we haven't spent anything yet. Alright, I've shuffled our travel deck. That's the only thing that actually needed to happen. I'll put the cart in the banish pile. Oh, sorry. Small 76. Gotta remember to do that. Okay. And now we begin the amazing task of getting back to where we just were. We have nothing to do down here. There's an NPC we want to talk to there, but we have to leave through there anyway, so I don't care about that. So let's go. We're on the road. The journey is difficult and your spirits sag because of the dripping rain. Hooray. Oh, you know what? Actually, I was going to go straight up to there, but I need to go here first. There's a battle I need to do there that I've been putting off. Let's go through the woods. It's difficult to find your way. Oh, if I'd gone the other way, it wouldn't have mattered. Oh well. And now the woods again. Far away, you see a crowd gathered by the side of the road. Discard and draw again. The journey is difficult and your spirits sag. Okay, we each lose a speed to not be exhausted. And now we're on mountains. You're so hungry, you need to take a break and eat some food. Yep, okay, that makes sense. And now I'm going to spend a pathfinding token to refresh everything. And then one more time. Mountains. You're so hungry, you need to take a break and eat some food. We're just going to lose the token. Is fine. I enjoyed that kart race, actually. That felt good. I'm noticing more and more my favorite parts of this game are the ones that aren't necessarily in combat. The combat is interesting some of the time. I do think it gets a little redundant. Um, and it often feels unbalanced. I don't know. I have less fun with it. Long 11. We are entering the location, going to long 11. And we're going to get to the start of this combat, and that'll be it. All right. And that leads us to long 12. There's an event here, but we've already done it, so I'm not going to do it again. Then we've already talked to the statue. That's how we get our first stone. So now we go to small 21. Yeah, I get to zoom through most of this because we have already been here once. This was the first battle we had to run away from. There's lizards that we were not prepared to fight. Okay. And then medium 15. After all that. Rix got tired from the stairs. Okay. So if you haven't been here in a while, there is a body. They were fighting a Ganathus. Yeah, a Nathus. And apparently her wounds were too great, but we did in fact say we would deliver a flower to a gravestone. Long 10. And that we will do. We just needed to level up to actually survive this particular encounter. I know what's coming, so I'm kind of preparing my space for it. POI 24, we have to put the flower here. Let's see, who has the flower right now? Not you. Not Zertle. Single Lily, there we go. So if I go to the point of interest, it'll say there's a lone graveyard sitting here. Or sorry, lone gravestone sits overlooking the valley. So when you read that, you draw a big 9. You place the lily at the foot of the gravestone and step back. Gazing out toward the horizon, you reflect upon the hero buried here. Turning around, you see the remains of the Natris, the beast slain by the warrior, and its blood splashed on the snow. Climbing down from the cliff above, you see a pair of salamanders. They bare their teeth when they see you. The lizards are scavengers looking to protect their meal. Flip and place this on top of long 10 and match the arch. Notice the gravestone. Place party on Y. Yeah, okay. And we get our 2 lizards. Our 2 lizard friends. So I should be good to face these guys now. It's been a long time, and this is the lesser version of the lizards that we've already fought some copies of. Oh, 42. So we should be good to go. But we'll see. I've said that in the past and been in a real right pickle. So, who knows? ep42. So this is the young salamander. You see two lithe and able scavengers. Their eyes glow in fury as they look up from the carcass. Yep. And once again, I'm not going to do anything yet. I'm just going to set up the fights, and then next stream, we will actually do the fight. Because it is late. And while I used to go much later than this, I am now a tired person. I did that too many times. Okay, that'll be it. Oh, I guess I can set up their armor cubes, can't I? So hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, and I hope you did, tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the following US and Canada Pacific times for more of my streams. So on Mondays at 1 p.m. I stream modded Skyrim. 10:30 p.m. Final Fantasy VII, the original PC port. Wednesdays at 1 p.m. more modded Skyrim. Fridays at both 1 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. we stream Arydia, The Paths We Dare Tread, which is what you just witnessed. It's a TTRPG in a box style of board game, and it's really quite good. I highly recommend it. I think if you manage to get a hold of a copy of it, you will also have fun with it. So, I'm not sponsored, certainly open to it. The pledge manager for their second printing crowdfunding campaign is now open for late pledges / pre-orders. So this is your chance to get a hold of it. I don't know if there's a discount in price, but there's availability. So I would recommend doing that, especially since you can pick up the little crowdfunding expansions. Well, I guess not crowdfunding. But you can pick up the expansions along the way. So you get all of the stuff. Once again, I recommend it. Everything I do here on Twitch is exported to my YouTube channel. There's a link in my Twitch channel description somewhere down below. Unless you're already watching on YouTube, in which case, hello YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. There's a link to my Twitch channel in the video description down below, so feel free to come watch me play games live at the schedule I listed earlier. It's kind of just a chill time. And with that, yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. It means a lot to me. It really does. Thanks for following, subscribing, liking, chatting, commenting, all the other good stuff you can do both here on Twitch and over on YouTube. And I will see you all next time.